think that we would agree that creating and selling kids' activity books over on Amazon when we're doing KDP can be challenging in a couple different ways. First, when we just take a look and we see that the competition is quite strong, but also I think we would agree that if we take the time and we get the tools and we think about what it is we want to create when we're thinking about creating activity books specifically for kids, and then even taking the time to drill into something very specific like a maze book, and then taking the time to look inside of one of the better sellers on Amazon and seeing that in reality, it's really not that complicated. And even if we can't create it ourselves, or we can't find the tool to create it, for example, like this page right here, as simplistic as it is, how much would we be able to add to it and create something that could compete against the competition when we're talking about creating and selling kids activity books over at KDP. So this is inside of a tool from Instant Puzzle Generator called Hand-Drawn Mazes. You simply grab the hand-drawn maze, and then in this case, I've added a car here that wants to go to a pizza shop. And then I've even taken the next step or thought about, well, adding a background or a border that would function as a background here, and then sending that to the back, and then thinking, okay, inside of this really easy to use tool, it's drag and drop, and now I'm just dragging and dropping the elements that I've created or that I've actually got from inside this tool, and I'm really starting to create a book that looks something similar that might compete with this. Now at this point, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll mock up a concept in both Canva and or inside of the tool that I'm using to create my book or what I want to create. And then if I realize that I can't do it myself, what I'll do is I'll go find someone that can do it for me and outsource the creation of the book to include the interior and the cover. Because for me, it's not just about creating or being creative, even though I like to create books, but I also like to have something done for me that I know will sell because it actually is a good book. Both the interior and the cover are high quality. Now again, when we go back and we take a look inside of this book, we know this book is selling. We know this book is doing well. But I think with the right tools and the right pieces that we can easily find inside of, for example, this tool, Instant Puzzle Generator, there are design elements. So you can see here, there's tons of elements that you can add to go with the mazes themselves. And you can see here, there's tons of different types of mazes. And I've also created videos here on the channel that dive into this tool and show you more about it. This is really just a high level concept of thinking about what it is that we need to create and how good can we do with the tools that we can get. How good can we make the book ourselves, or do we need to go looking for additional resources outside of this tool? Now, this image here that you see of this car didn't actually come inside of this tool, inside of the design elements that are available. I got this from inside of a database of activity pages and images called Activity Book Generator. Again, I've covered this in depth here on the channel, but I wanted to show you the thought process. And this is really just a quick video showing you Activity Book Generator, the fact that I grabbed this image and I was able to take it over to the Instant Puzzle Generator or the Hand-Drawn Mazes tool inside of Instant Puzzle Generator suite of tools. And then even this border, I simply went to Canva and I created that. Is it good enough? Is it something that I would publish? Is it something that inside of this tool makes sense for me to then just click download and download the page and say, okay, now I have page 1. Now I need to create page 2. Now I need to create page 3. As many pages that I need for this book to compete, and then create the cover. Is the combination of these tools and my skill set enough for me to create and compete in kids activity books over at Amazon KDP? I have a few books, like I said, that I've done myself that do okay. I also have books that I outsourced that do just as good, if not better in some cases. But I know for a fact if I didn't have these tools, there would be no starting point for me to even get started in thinking, is this something I can do? Is this something I enjoy? Is this the type of book that I want to add to my catalog over at Amazon KDP? I hope you enjoyed this video and the style and sort of just this thought process of looking at a book that does have tons of competition and looking at the tools that are available out there and saying to yourself, can I compete? Do I want to create? Or do I want to outsource it, meaning find someone that can do it for me so I can add that book to my catalog of books that I have as a self-publisher over at Amazon KDP. If the video did help you, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments, and I'll talk to you later.